Hello, everyone, and Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy Hanukkah. It is December now, and we have our latest Christmas movie with a bunch of crazy white people. This is the third movie in less than 2 months, but this one actually looked really interesting. This is my movie review of the horror Christmas comedy called Krampus. Now, I didn't hear about this film until, I think, August. I think after it was announced at Comic-Con. But I'll be honest with you, I never even heard of Krampus before. When we were bad, we celebrated Christmas. We always celebrated Christmas. But when we were bad, we were always told that if we were naughty, that Santa would put coal in our stockings or take away our Christmas presents entirely, which did happen one year. We were that bad that all our presents that we got that year were taken away for a whole year. We didn't get to play with anything, even bicycles, and we deserved it. But Krampus did not come for our naughtiness or our losing the spirit of Christmas as children. Sadly, that was a definite lesson learned, but I had no idea this myth or this idea ever really existed until I heard about this film last summer. And this movie actually comes from the director of Trick or Treat and the screenwriter of X2, X-Men United, Superman Returns, and I believe X-Men Apocalypse that's coming out next year. And I think he's also working on Trick or Treat 2, which is one of my favorite horror anthology movies. I love that film. I love just all the ideas that are placed in that movie. So I was excited to see this film, especially from the amazing-looking poster. And, we get an idea. We know what this movie's about. Family's crazy. All families are insane, no matter what color of skin they are. But this one focuses on crazy white people again, because it's easy. We're all crazy. But this one focuses on a family. It's two families. We got a father and mother, Adam Scott and Toni Collette, and they have their family. And Adam Scott's mother, who seems like she's from a different country. She doesn't really speak a lot of English. And then we have David Koechner and Allison Tolman from Fargo. Great actors from Fargo. Watch Fargo, it's great. The first season. I haven't seen the second season yet. But they play another family, and they're just coming together for the holidays. It's chaotic. I like the way this movie actually started with the credits and it showing this insanity that's happening at this shopping center or shopping mall or store where everybody's just going insane. Which is it set a right tone, set the tone for the rest of the movie. We get to know these two families. One of the kids, actually Adam Scott and Toni Collette's son in the movie, is their character's movie in the movie. Their son seems like the only one that still believes in Santa and wants to. Looking forward to Christmas, trying to hold on to the Christmas spirit. And when his Christmas spirit is ripped away from him, we meet Krampus and all his minions. Jack in the Box, bears, teddy bears, elves, and all these other things. I'm not going to go into much detail, but I will tell you, I will never look at Jack in the Box the same way ever again after watching this movie. Now, the film is rated PG-13, which I was kind of upset about. I like the mixture of the genres, the Christmas and the horror and the comedy kind of all mixed together. And I like when they do mix horror and Christmas together. Not all the time does it work. For me, really one of the only times it really worked that I can remember is from the 1970s with Bob Clark's Black Christmas, which is one of my favorite horror films of all time now. Just great use of putting together those genres. Probably one of the best examples. But this one was a really good film, good horror film, good comedy, good practical and CGI effects, and I like the concept. Yes, we've seen these horror conventions before, time and time again, but I like putting this whole twist with the Krampus character and his little minions. And for me, it felt somewhat original. Not perfect by any means. Nothing that really blew me away. But I have to admit, I was creeped out many times. I was scared many times. I cared about the characters. Didn't love them all. I loved to hate some of the characters, but I actually started to care about them as they went along. And I like how the movie kind of wraps up without giving anything away. I felt like they did a decent job to wrap it all up. I like Christmas. I like Christmas movies. I like horror films, but sometimes the horror genre just, it just feels so recycled, and we've seen the same thing over and over and over again. We've seen people stuck in a haunted house before. We've seen people deal with an evil element in that house. But what I liked, what this film does, is that there was a lot of great character development, enough to at least care about the characters. So when they're going through all this, you're just like freaked out. There's some great imagery, horror imagery, especially dealing with that Jack-in-the-Box. That was really cool. And I liked the acting. I thought the acting was all around the table. Especially we get to meet Grandma, and she tells a story gives us a little backstory of Krampus, and there's some nice stop motion animation that's used in the process, so that was kind of cool. A good supporting cast. I like the leads, the 4 leads that we really follow as they go on this crazy journey, this insane, concept that really worked for me. It was a lot of fun. It was really entertaining. Great sound effects, great sound system in my theater. I was noticing that when you hear like these little toys laughing and stuff, they kind of laughed around the whole theater. So sometimes they're laughing like right over my shoulder, and that added to the experience as well. So overall, I really enjoyed this Christmas horror comedy. A lot of great imagery, great costumes when it came to what the elves look like, what Krampus looks like. I like the way the toys. I just like the design of certain things. I really did. I think that was what even added more to the movie and made it feel like its own. It actually tried to be its own thing, even though it was playing and definitely using horror conventions that we've seen a bazillion. It's the horror genre is probably one of the toughest genres to pull. At the same time, a lot of people, their first few films that they'll make will be horror films because it's a good way to kind of get your foot in the door. But sometimes, I've seen so many horror films and they all seem like the same thing. But this actually looked and felt like something different and fun, and it mixed the Christmas spirit with the feelings of horror and terror, and incorporated a lot of really good comedy. I laughed a lot because we can all relate to this. We all have crazy people in our family. All the time, probably for me, is the craziest person in the family. So, that back and forth of them colliding with different ideas and what's going on, and good film. Enjoyable film. I liked it a lot. I would definitely recommend it, especially if you love Christmas movies and if you enjoy horror and like those things all mixed together. So for that, I am going to give Krampus. I like saying that. I hope that's how you say it, Krampus. And I'm interested now that I've seen this movie to actually go and look more into the mythology of Krampus. I'm going to give the film a solid 3 stars out of 4. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, and share this video. And also, please check out these amazing movie websites. And if you enjoyed this review, please click here to subscribe to my channel, and also please check out all my recent reviews right here on YouTube. Have a great day, live film, find peace, happiness, and harmony in anything and everything you do, and I'll talk to you at my next movie review.